Hello everyone, my name is JoeHova. Welcome back to Ostriv. So I'm going to do another series on this because there's been an update. Alpha 2.0 is out, and as you can already see, the artwork has been changed. And that's not all. There's a lot of critical little things about gameplay that actually can make a big difference. So let's start a new game. First of all, there's a new map here. I've already seen people play on this map. Raptor does a really good series on this one, so if you haven't seen Raptor, check him out on YouTube. Yeah, he does a very good job. If you like Ostriv, you'll enjoy his series as well. So I think I'm going to do the island map. Here we go. Now the first change that you notice is, where's the village? Yeah, you get to put it down yourself, which is really cool. So first of all, pause, so I don't waste any time because I gotta get the houses built. Another thing about this is the cart parks are no longer instant place, and the carts have to be upgraded with a carpenter. So that's important. It's already hard enough to get workers early game, and so these carts do not need to put a lot of labor on them. So I'm going to start the village right here in this corner, and I'm going to put my forestry like right here. Let's try to square it up a little. That's not really necessary, but I like it. Okay, so forestry there. And then, yeah, I know, I don't have anybody yet. And we'll go ahead and get our thatchery right here. Okay. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get those started. So we'll start the gameplay. So those guys are going. We'll also need, of course, our clay pit. And I'll put that guy right here as well, right next to the forester. Plop him down. And another thing is the smithy requires charcoal, so that's something new. I'm not going to build that quite yet because I need to focus on housing. So let's get the housing done first. And I think the way I want to do it this time is just right here as close as I possibly can, because I don't want those carts going too far out of the way. So let's look at this. Try to get as straight down as we can here. I know you don't have to be square with everything, people. I like it if I can. There's no grid in this game. Alright, so the forester's done. Let's go ahead and get that hired. 2 workers for that. Start making logs, and let's start making houses. We cannot delay, cannot afford a delay. So 1, 2, we need 9 of them. Okay, so there's my 9 houses going down. Now, because I didn't leave a gap, they are going to have to go around the outside, which is a little bit further than I want them to have to go. I should have left a gap in the middle. But I want to kind of make an enclosed neighborhood here, so I'm going to fence this all off. And so that'll work for my later plans. So the key is, can we get all of these houses built before winter? Because these carts, they literally start to wear out. And I usually don't build a carpenter that early in the game. There's just not that many people. Okay, so thatchery, we're not going to hire men for this. No. Hire a woman, please. We're equal opportunity here in JoeHova. So we got that going. So we've got the workers there. You can see that I've got a bunch of builders. So that's good. And we'll just let this build and see how it goes. Right, you can see we already got a house built in April. That's excellent. So a couple things here. First of all, I'm going to put my market here for firewood. Right, like so. Instant build still. Going to not hire men, only women. And you're going to get nothing but firewood. So everybody in the village, if they need firewood, they're going to come to this place. Now another thing is they have this religion tab, actually has something in it now. Burial plots. So when someone dies, they need a place to be buried, which I think is pretty cool. And so we're just going to put this behind the lumber yard here, because eventually that'll probably move anyway. So we'll plop a few of these down, like so. And that way, if people start dying off of old age, because I don't think you can have accidents in this game yet, they'll have a place they can be buried and visited by their loved ones, and so they don't stink up the damn neighborhood, right? That's pretty cool. I mean, if you look at those, they're just basically signposts right now, because no one's died. And so far, so good. These people are working their butts off. Really is just a question of how long it takes before these carts wear out, because you can see they wear out fast. It's pretty intense. It's almost like I need to think about a carpenter first. I just don't want to run out of nails, and I want to get my farm up, as quickly as possible. So this is going to be pretty intense. We're going to have to see what happens here. All right, so I need to go ahead and start thinking about this smithy. And one of the new things about the smithy as well is that they now have to have charcoal in order to work. So I'm going to have to do both those things. I'm going to put a smithy here. Actually, I'll turn it around. Make it a street, right? So put the smithy right there. And then we'll build one charcoal pile right beside them. Ultimately, I'll do a couple of these. But to start with, I just want one. And that'll come after the houses. There you go. You can see them piling up the firewood. It's pretty cool. And they build this like clay cover over the top of it and they burn it. Look at that. And so it's a slow burn. It becomes charcoal. It's pretty cool. Very, very neat. And you can see the houses are coming along good. I'm in July. I've already got 5 of them, so that should be okay. So let's start thinking about this farm. So, you can see the pigsty. That's cool. So the farm will be right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it the other way. And the purpose of that is because this is where the market's going to be ultimately as well. So I'll kind of line it up there. And that'll come after. Did I get that square at all? Yeah, it's not terrible. Oh, yeah, it is. That's terrible. I'm not going to go for that. So let's try that again. So we'll put it like right here. That'd be good. I know I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. My rule is, if you don't need it, don't build it. But I'm going to need that. So you might as well go ahead and start. It's lined up here what comes in order anyway, so you shouldn't have to worry about that too much. Of course, my main focus now is just getting this done. Now, of course, after the farm is built, I'm going to also have to build a lumber mill, or a carpenter. So let's think about that, because these damn carts are going to wear out. So can I get this guy here yet? Oh yeah, look at that. He fits right in there. So I put him here. Here's my carpenter. Boom. And then I will do a cart path, or a cart park, right in this area here. Can I fit it in? Yeah, look at that. Parfait. Boom. So he won't have far to go to clear those. You can see my charcoal's already good to go. Alright, so we'll just let these guys build. Tell you what, so far so good. I'm going to go ahead and build that second charcoal pit. I don't want to get too many of them, but I do want to have 2 of those. We'll put those side by side here. There we go. I got plenty of firewood. This guy's loaded up right here. She's ready to go. So, and my labor force is doing okay at the moment. So we'll go ahead and get that built. And that way we got plenty of charcoal once that smithy gets built. As you can see, the last house is being built, and it's only October. So building close was actually the key there. This is looking good. All right, so all my families are now secure. We can start building on that smithy. And I need to start thinking about water supply. I want to do something like this. Kind of a central area for water. I'll put it right here, actually. I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'm going to put it outside the little town area that I'm going to build. So you have to kind of go out of town just a little bit to get to the water. And I'll do one on both sides. Well, I'll put it kind of back here. There you go. Lots of stuff to build. This is where it really becomes tense because the workforce is not very large, and I'm not going to get any more people until I can get some food. So I'm happy about the houses going up as quickly as they did, but I'm going to have to worry about getting this farm up so that as soon as spring comes, I'm going to have potatoes in the ground. Excuse me, you can see the smithies coming right up. That's excellent. Now there's an extra thing here that smithies make, and that's metal parts. Right now, I'm not concerned with metal parts. I'm going to do this right here. So you still can't hire women for that job. Laborers by hand, laborers by cart. Carts are just about worn slap out. So we'll get the farm built, and then we will worry about the carpenter, get that guy going. So yeah, everything's going good. You can see him grabbing that charcoal. Yeah, isn't that cool? That's really neat. And so when that one wears out, they'll start filling that one back up with firewood, and they'll start collecting from this one. Hopefully 2 is all I'll need right now, and I can concentrate on nails with this guy for a while. You know, I'll get like 5 metal parts because I think you're going to need those for repairing carts anyway. But I'm not going to concentrate too heavily on it. You can see that my workers are kicking some serious butt here. They're getting stuff built. I like it. I like that a lot. So we'll continue on. Get this farm going. And it is just about halfway done. All right. Farm is complete. Now we can start thinking about fields. So pause. Now, another thing new about this game. First of all, I'm going to have to say no men. Hire a manager. We'll worry about workers here in a minute. New thing is the way that the fields are laid out is different. So I'm going to add a field here. And let's do straight this way. You can see they're free-formed fields. So I'm going to try to keep it on the lines here as much as possible. There's one. We'll do... They're going to be about 2 wide. You guys remember how I roll with fields, right? See, it doesn't tell you how big they are anymore. There's 2. It's just going to be really hard to make them look real good with this style. But, I mean, you do what you can do. 3. I think I'm going to do 8 of them. Of these little ones like this. Okay. Alright, so I've got my 8 fields. The first one, we're going to do potato. Activate. Potato, activate, potato, activate. Okay. One thing, they do have these markers here if they're not active, so you remember how I like to forget to activate my fields. Let's go ahead and bring this back in so that we can get a rotation. Okay, we've got a manager now, so we can say this is going to be potato, then it's going to be fallow, then it's going to be wheat, right? So potato, fallow, wheat, potato, fallow, wheat. So that means the first year I'm going to have 3 fields of potatoes. Now this one, I'm going to do fallow, potato, and then... no. I don't want to do that. Potato, fallow, wheat. So it's then wheat and potato. I want to do potatoes the second year. So I'll have to start with wheat the first year, potato, then fallow. So wheat, potato, fallow, wheat, potato, fallow. Okay, and we'll activate these 3 fields. And then there's a new farm here called buckwheat. And buckwheat is something that you can actually send out and sell. It sells for a pretty good price. So I'm going to do sunflower, fallow, and then buckwheat. And on this one, I'll do fallow, buckwheat, sunflower. Yeah, so fallow, buckwheat, sunflower. Is that right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so they're rotated as well, and I'll go ahead and enable those. So that means I'll need some women to do this job. I'll hire all 6 of them. And you can bring the stuff any way you can carry it. So there you go, and my farms will be ready. So now I need to build a market, and I'm going to put that market right here by the door. And that market is going to be for, first of all, only women. And you're going to do flour and potatoes. And that is all. Okay, we got our well built there. That's good. Oh, damn, we got everything built. These guys are really cranking it out. So 1 carpenter. And here it begins, right? No workers. So this is tough. And I've only got 1 worker in my smithy. That's fine. 2. See, and I don't even have that job filled. Okay, so that means they're probably builders. So I'm going to say no builders. I don't need any builders right now. So hopefully that opens these jobs, right? Yeah, okay, there's my carpenter. Good. So, I mean, that is cutting it to the bare bones. I mean, we are right. I'm 1 female worker short of what I need. That's nuts. All right, so I'm going to order some carts. Actually, let's not do that. Let's take these carts and put them over here. Get those repaired. And just order the 1. There you go. We can now demolish this well. We can get rid of the fire pit. Get rid of these little setting sticks that they have here, the logs that they set on. Keep their butts from getting wet. All right, and then we have to concentrate on getting some more population. So the way we do that, of course, is by building more houses. And what I'm going to do is kind of start it this way. If you hit, what is it, F? Yeah, it turns at 90 degrees. See that? That's cool. It's not really a grid system, but it's something. So then I can do something like this. And this is going to be my street. Before I do that, though, I'm going to do a decoration, because I never use these arches, and I've decided I want to. So I'm going to do it like this, F, there you go. And I'm going to put it like right here and kind of make an entryway for the little village, right? I think that'll look cool. And there's only certain ways in and out. Now, I know that it's not military by nature, so that's not going to be super necessary, but it'll kind of control the roads. Which I don't mind. I like how they make their own roads anyway. So let's build some houses. And we'll, oh look, it automatically wants to attach to that. That's great. So there you go. Attach to there. Oh man, it's weird looking though. It kind of put it at a weird angle. Okay, that looks pretty good. So we'll do 1 there. I'll do 1 on the other side that looks just like it. Of course, he's going to rotate this way. There you go. So that kind of sets the neighborhood that I'm trying to do. And let's see what we get if we do one of these now. I can rotate this guy. If you hit Y, you go 180 degrees. And see how these things can cross over a little bit better than they used to? I like that. These are all improvements to this game that just make it so much more fun to play. I mean, just the building, you know, it's really awesome. Okay, can't get it too close because they'll want to attach to each other. But there you go, there. Okay, and then I can say, if I put it back to back, like this. There'll be like a big avenue right down the middle where I can have other things. So we'll do that guy there, and then we'll rotate this one around, and we'll put, ooh, that's going to be a big old avenue right there. Didn't quite line up as much as I'd like, but it's not bad. So do that right there. Okay. And, you know, I just don't know about that because they don't line up good. So, you know what? Delete. 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 All right? I want this to be right. So let's try this again. House facing this way. It'll kind of go out like that. Be a little wider. That's pretty close right there. Okay. And then I'll rotate it around. And I'll put it... Oh yeah, that's looking much better. And I can stretch it out a little bit, right? 'Cause I can just put them tip to tip. Put that guy there. And then rotate it around. And that shrinks it quite a bit. I could probably stretch out the other side too. So let's go ahead and do that right there. So pretty good. Tell you what though, these guys can go away. And I'll redo those. Yeah, my farmers should be going out now and starting to plant this field. That's good. Get it done. What does this say right here? No builders. Oh, I need to hire a builder. I do need to hire a builder. So let's do this tip to tip, right? Tip to tip. Good. Hit Y. And then stretch it out. There you go. That's pretty nice right there. Okay. That's more along the lines of what I wanted. So we got a carpenter. We got 2 foresters, which you have to have one of those guys. And we are just absolutely maxed out on our... Well, let's look. Carts are not completely good yet. But I need a builder to get these houses built. And I don't have any build. Yeah, I got a builder. Good. Okay. That's good. If I got a builder, then that means that I can build. Simple as that. All right, good. That's a resource stack. Okay. So there you go. They're starting to bring the materials out, and they're going to start to build this little camp here. My neighborhood's coming up. 6 houses. That should be a good little workforce. And right now we're just going to see how fast they can sow these fields. I really didn't want to go to wheat right away just because of the extra workforce. But I was going to leave it fallow and do potatoes the next year. But I don't want to have this weird thing where it happens that they all become fallow for 1 year by accident. So I probably could have done it a little better, but we'll see. I mean, this is the rotation I normally do, and it works out pretty well. So shouldn't have much trouble there. Let's see. Yeah, they're starting to put some firewood here. Or actually, that's still charcoal. They're just running out. Looks like they're using both of them at the same time. It's kind of weird. All right, well, we'll let these houses get built up and see how this goes. All right, guys and gals, that's all the time I have for this episode. I really appreciate you watching. If you liked the episode, hit that like button, maybe subscribe. Tell your friends. This is Ostriv 2.0, and until next time, my name's JoeHova, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.